Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I'm Maui Paul. We are here today to pull one of my I am cards. Now, these cards are full of positive affirmations, wonderful things that we can say about ourselves in order to really know the truth about who we are. And if you were here with me on Sunday, you know that I told a whole story about the cards for the week. So we are going to reveal this card today, and we're going to affirm it for ourselves. I'm going to ask you to say the words out loud. I'm going to ask you if you are the affirmation on the card, and what I'd like for you to do is to say out loud, I am. Let's affirm it. Let's write it down. Let's make it real in our lives. And let's start that right now by saying that today, I am aligned. I am aligned. I move with purpose in my chosen direction. So I am aligned. I move with purpose in my chosen direction. Are you aligned? You are aligned. You move with purpose in your chosen direction. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write that down in the chat. Good morning, Lauren. I see that you are here today. Good morning, Brenda Jean. I see I got like 5 people here today. Very nice to see all of you. But I'm going to write down in chat that I am aligned and that I move with purpose in my chosen direction. And one of the first things that I do today as I move with purpose is I write that down. I say these words out loud. I write them down. And as I do that, I am making it more real for myself. And as we do that, we are making it more real for ourselves. Good morning there, Amanda. It's nice to see you on the stream today. Hope that everything that you did last night went well. Anyways, yeah, so we are aligned today. We're doing things that are in keeping with what we have decided to do. And let's be real, like alignment is all about having a clear idea of what our values are, what our goals are, and what our priorities are. Because our values help us to understand our goals, and our priorities help us to achieve them. Good morning, Shauna. I see that you are here too. You indeed also are aligned. Good morning, Easy. You're aligned too. Look at all these aligned folks that I have here. So I am aligned. You are aligned. All of us here today have a clear idea of our values, our goals, and our priorities. And one of the wonderful benefits that comes from having these, this clear idea is that we get to have some increased focus and some increased motivation. So we get to focus becomes a lot more easy when we are moving in line with our values and our goals. And motivation also becomes a lot more easy. Now, focus and motivation are not easy by any stretch of the imagination. It's so easy to be distracted or to get off of our routines and whatnot. And so I just want to really affirm that being focused and being motivated is not our natural state. And yet we can help to really foster that unnatural state of focus and motivation by having a clear idea of what it is that we'd like to accomplish and why. And so let me just read the quick part of the story that I told on Sunday. If you'd like to hear the entire story, it is available on the Sunday Nightfall with Maui Paul. But throughout our journey, we align ourselves with our purposes, moving with direction and intent toward our goals. This alignment brings us a deep sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. And so that little story element right there helps us to really understand why alignment is important. And I chose the imagery of an archer bending a bow when considering alignment, because when we shoot off an arrow, if you've ever shot a bow and arrow, as soon as the arrow is loosed, there's a whole lot of other stuff that can affect it. And so we align it in the direction of our target, but that doesn't mean it's always going to hit the bullseye. It might hit near the bullseye. It might miss the target entirely. But the fact is that it takes some effort and some focus and some determination in order for us to be aligned. And something that I consider when I want to be more aligned, like I ask myself the question, how can I do that? How can I move with a better idea of what my values are And how can I increase my focus and my motivation? Like, what can I do? What practical steps can I take? And the practical steps that I personally do is establish a routine. So even this 9 a.m. wake up call is part of my routine. And by reducing distractions, it's not that I don't know how to do the things that I want to do. It's that I allow distraction to distract me. So essentially, it's really important for us to establish a routine and reduce our distractions. Now, I know that some of you guys are here every single morning, and that's very much a part of your routine. And I want to say thank you for being here, for sharing this and amplifying this message. And reducing distractions for me takes the form of, like, I actually have parental controls on my cell phone so that I'm not allowed to use Facebook for very long at all before it starts being like, see you tomorrow. I'm like, oh, yep, I guess I'll see Facebook tomorrow. I uninstalled YouTube from my phone because I found that for me, YouTube was functioning as the way that TV used to function. And I was essentially wasting my time with YouTube, even as I thought to myself, wow, the things that I'm learning are interesting, and I'm learning stuff. Okay, maybe I was learning stuff, but if you asked me to name the YouTube videos that I saw yesterday, I wouldn't be able to. And so really, how much of that information is being retained? And so for me, I have established a routine and I've reduced distractions in my life. And some practical ways of doing that are to give ourselves some kind of external accountability. So for me, this show is external accountability. And also to just reduce the distractions. And so for me, that means that my phone is a device that just does not have distracting stuff on it. My phone used to be full of games and social media and all kinds of other stuff. And now it isn't. It has email on it. It has communication tools. Like, it's a communications device. And so I use it for that purpose. I realized there was no reason for me to be paying a bill to waste my own time. The same reason that I cut cable many, many years ago. I was like, why am I paying money to watch TV when the TV isn't actually serving my needs at all? So in the same way that I did that a long time ago, I now did the same thing with my phone. I realized that my phone was this just incredible distraction machine. It's also an incredible productivity machine. But let me tell you, if managing my business or watching YouTube are both available on my phone, I assure you that watching YouTube is the one that I'm going to do. And so therefore I have removed it from my telephone. Anyways, guys, I hope that we all just have a more aligned day today. And I'm here to affirm to you that you are capable of it, that you're capable of having a clear idea of what your values are, your goals and your priorities, and that you're capable of experiencing the increased focus and motivation that comes from having that clear idea. And that we have an amazing way of doing that, which is simply to reduce distraction in our lives, ask ourselves the question, what is it that's distracting us in our lives? And also ask ourselves the question, what do we really want to accomplish? And then establish a routine for accomplishing it. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. And I really appreciate y'all showing up and just being with me for this wake-up call. You guys are awesome. You are the heart and soul of this show, so thank you so much. Again, I'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I have an errand to do here very, very quickly, so I'm going to go do it. So that's why this is your fully clothed wake-up call with Maui Paul. I will talk to you guys tomorrow at 9. Until then, aloha from paradise.